All right, my friends, welcome to today's updated guide here. Beascuit and Toppings, all about Wildberry Cookie and the Magic Candy. As always, I just had a few people ask me about this, so I wanted to make this episode special for that as well. With that, thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy, make sure to like and subscribe. On top of that, if you got a question, if you got a comment, let me know. We'd also love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server. That information is available to you down below in today's details and description, along with our timestamps. As we break down Wildberry Cookie, we'll give you the biscuits and toppings of choice and go for a run and pull it all back together as we always do. So with that, let's get into it here because you're here to understand Wildberry Cookie and the biscuits and toppings. All right, so first and foremost, this is Wildberry Cookie, a defense cookie, a front cookie. We've had the magic candy here for a while as well. We'll come back to that here in a second. However, the biggest thing is understanding this right here, Wild Punch. It is a 10-second cooldown. Wildberry Cookie unleashes his battle rage, dealing more powerful attacks and activate his wild buff that cannot be dispelled. At the end of the battle rage mode, Wildberry Cookie musters all of his strength, dealing an uppercut and a final blow. The wild buff will stack with each hit Wildberry Cookie receives. The more stacks he has, the more powerful his final blow's damage will be. While Wildberry Cookie is dealing an uppercut in his final blow, he will become resistant to interrupting effects. Being a large cookie, Wildberry Cookie is less affected by knockback or flying as well. Now, here we have single hit damage, 423% of attack, plus stun for 1.5 seconds. Extra damage and knockback resisting enemies is 100% of attack. Wild plus 10% of own max HP to final blow for every hit received, stacks up to 15 times. So very, very big, 150% there. Damage resist self, 30% during battle rage. Damage resist allies, 17% during battle rage. So don't forget that. I think a lot of players forget about that. Uppercut damage, 36% for stun for 0.5 seconds. Final blow, 120%. Wild's extra damage and final blow stun, 2.5 seconds. And immunity there for 8 seconds. That is a lot of stuff, my friends. Gets even better when you get to Wildberry Cookie's Magic Candy. As the royal bodyguard, Wildberry Cookie provides an HP shield for the entire team upon using his skill. Additionally, Wildberry Cookie will gather up his power for a stronger final blow. HP shield blocks damage equal to 7.5% of max HP for 5 seconds. Final blow extra damage, 175%. At 10, we get crit resist plus 25%, all the way up to 35. So in terms of the attack stuff, we're just making this cookie much stronger from that perspective. 10 seconds on the Royal Bodyguard attack as well, so we don't have to worry really about stacks. So a couple things on this. When it goes to our biscuits here in terms of this cookie, again, we like to blend it in terms of the total strategy, so I always like to call that out. A couple things here that you'll see. As of right now, Wildberry is not aligned to an elemental type damage. So keep that in mind. If that changes, you can absolutely think about some of these biscuits in terms of maybe that particular moveset or damage. So don't forget that. I like to call that out because that could be specific. Now, when it comes to our bonus effects, couple things here. You could go with damage resist bypass. You can do that in particular if you're thinking about it from a PvP perspective and sometimes PvE, but the reality is it's going to be more beneficial there. Now, a couple things on this. We are going to get a lot of attack and HP, as you can see here. Regardless, though, everything's scaled off HP. So the more HP, the bigger the baddie the Wildberry gets, that's going to be really, really helpful. So I think that's really important. I also think that additional damage resist is important. Also going some subset of attack, additional defense, or maybe even some cooldown. If you do want to try and get the Wildberry Punch off more, could be some good options for you. If you're worried about your opponents, probably in PvP, you could consider some crit resist or debuff resist, just intentionally depending on what the meta looks like. So I just like to call those things out in case you're trying to think about equipping other different style biscuits here. However, that's mainly what I would focus on. Health, damage resist, cooldown if you want to go that path, but making sure it just socks and lives for one big hit is key to this particular cookie. Now, when we look at our toppings, a couple things about your toppings here first and foremost. What you can find here is on top of this. Let's go all the way back out. We look at our cookies. We go, whoop, not our cookies. We look at our storage. We want to go to usables. The biggest one is going to be these right here, the draconic ones, my friends. And there you can find Wildberry Cookie. This is a cookie that you could use your draconic ones on for understanding and sharing here today. And just given where I'm at, I'm going to stick with what I do have here. And you can see across, the big one is Solid Almond. If you're going to go with those draconic resident toppings, you can absolutely use Solid Almond there. It's a great choice, particularly for this cookie, my friends. It's a used cookie, even though it's been a longer term cookie. It's in a lot of PvP stuff, and it can work well in PvE for you. So I just like to share a couple of those things. Now, additionally here, when it comes to those solid almonds, again, second tier HP and damage resist. We already got a lot of damage resist here at 25%. You can certainly move it up more for that survivability. Again, adding in that additional HP is going to scale on some of those other pieces, so don't forget it. You might want to add in a little bit of attack or cooldown as well. Maybe even some of those other things just to foolproof against your opponents or against the bosses and some of the things that you're finding in PvE. Now, that's how you want to think about this particular cookie. So, my friends, in combination between your biscuits and toppings, we've given you a lot of different things to think about. You can also build out separate ones or additional ones. Like I said, we gave you some ideas there. Here it is, on to our run now for 829, as I like to say. And if you haven't seen Espresso Cookie, you can check it out here on the channel as always. And now's a great time to like and subscribe for additional and future content. Let's go ahead and find Wildberry here. There we go. Now we're at 329. We're sitting on a lot of stuff. Let's go ahead and get into it so that you can see exactly how this one's going to work. We're going to move off of and go slower. So as you can see, we get our hits in. We get to keep pushing things back. You can see the wild hits. We're stacking. Get ready. Here we go. Come on, my friends. Let's see if we can make it work. Oh, big hits. Look at that. Look at that. So even when it goes by, you can see that it can come back later as you're running. So one of the reasons why I like to talk about that is it can be very, very important on how you're thinking about your PvE play, my friends, not just your PvP play. So we still got our 7 stacks. Now, this is one of the other reasons why you're not really going to be hyper-focused. Here we go. Big uppercut. Hyper-focused on getting that cooldown beyond 10. So we're at 8. We're still at pretty good things there. Because what it's going to do is it's going to actually allow you to get more stacks on this particular cookie and deal more damage. So that is very, very key there. Let's speed it up just a little bit so you can see as we hit our final boss here, we're going to get a couple hits in, and then we're going to get our uppercut. Oh, not quite. We got everything in. With that, regardless, you can see exactly all the key aspects when it comes to Wildberry Cookie here, my friends. Now, with that, that concludes today's episode and guide for you here on this particular cookie. Thank you for giving me a shout out and reminding me that we need an updated version on this, as I always say. And with that, I truly hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you still got a question, if you got a comment, let me know, because I'd love to hear from you. And I'd love to see you in our amazing community and Discord server, my friends. Also, thank you for tuning in today. I appreciate your support. Thank you for the likes and the subs as we continue to build out this amazing community here. And thank you so much to our members. We do have memberships available to you. They come with emotes, icons, a bunch of other things. Also, don't forget my swag and merch store and my affiliate links, my friends. Something there to take advantage of given this time of the year. Now, with that, don't forget my socials. At me, chat me, stay connected, comments, those kinds of things. Like I said, this particular video came at because people are asking for an updated Wildberry episode, and here you go. It is here for you. So like I said, I do pay attention, so thank you. With that, my friends, get out there, enjoy your updated cookie topping biscuit guide, gear guide here, all about Wildberry Cookie. It is a fun one. Regardless, with that, my friends, get out there, have some fun, and until next time, keep on running.